Hello everyone, my name is Nick Neidenbach and welcome to the second in a series of videos that I'm putting together to demonstrate the methods I use in creating prop weaponry. In the last video we put together the shell of our Hyperion Gunblade, and you can see that we're ready to begin the next step. The Hyperion has 3 holes through the blade. That's going to be the first thing we're going to do, is drill these 3 holes. And what I'm going to use to drill that is a drill bit that's called a Forstner bit. And the nice thing about the Forstner bit is it makes very smooth edges. So after we've drilled these, there's not going to have to be a lot of sanding to do in order to keep the holes nice and uniform. So we'll do that. As you can see, we have the blade clamped securely to the work surface, raised up above the workbench, so that as we drill, we don't accidentally go through the blade and into the work surface. Eye protection, very, very important. We're going to go ahead and drill through these. The pattern that we've attached to here has a small X in the middle of these circles for the holes, and that's where you line up the fine tip of the Forstner bit. And our holes are completely drilled through. Now we're going to prepare the blade, and that's going to require us to peel the pattern off and mark the edge of the blade, both on the top and on the bottom, down the middle, so that we can begin to sand it and slowly curve the edges to give it the illusion of a blade. We're not going to sharpen it. You know, it's wood, so it wouldn't hold an edge anyway. And in most places that you could actually bring this costume prop, wouldn't allow an edge. So let's go ahead and peel this off. So we got most of our pattern off, and anything that we missed will come off as we sand it. And I'm just going to mark using a Sharpie the center of the blade, and that's easy to do using a ruler, or in this case a tape measure. So our blade's been marked, and now we're going to begin sanding. You can use a hand sanding block or a power sander. I'm going to use a power sander because it's a little bit faster, and sometimes you can get some very nice effects that just take a lot longer with the sanding block, but you can use a sanding block, and I'll still use it in some places, especially in the close detail work around the handle. So we'll go ahead and get that hooked up, and I'll show you a little bit of that. We've got our power sander plugged in, once more, eye protection, and we're going to sand in a sloping angle towards the blade mark that we made to create the illusion of a blade. Now on this sander is 60 grit sandpaper because we're going to be pulling a lot of material away. We're going to go up in grit to 100 and then 120 as we get most of the material sanded down and really want to go towards smoothness.
I'm going to keep sanding. In our next episode, we'll finish up the base blade and begin working on the detail pieces of the handle. I hope you'll join me then as we continue to work on the Hyperion Gunblade.